All right. Hey, what's up? I think we're live. Um, I think we have our first guest in the waiting room here. Let's see if Eric is. We'll see how many other people show up. We'll see if anyone has jokes or stories or songs. Um, what's up, Eric? Hey, how's it going?
All right. How about you?
Good, good. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for doing the show.
Yeah, right now it's just us, but we should have people showing up late. We'll see. And you've not been here before. It is an open mic. Some people do stuff, but sometimes we just hang out and do nothing.
How long have you had this show going on?
We broadcast as Stoner Morning Show every Saturday. We've been doing it for almost a year. But then this Monday night open mic has been like 2 or 3 months, maybe.
You call it the morning show. Where are you located?
I'm in New York. Um, but the morning show is Saturdays at 10 a.m.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. So it's morning somewhere.
Always, yeah. One of our guys is in Thailand, so it's like even if we do something at night and he shows up, it counts, you know.
Right, right.
Uh,
Well, I like the
yeah.
way you framed the title was very intriguing. Was it very loose, open mic, some other
Oh yeah,
subtitles, I believe.
it's like it's an open mic slash hangout. Like sometimes people show up and they try two jokes, and so some people try like 5 minutes. Um, and we've had people show up and they're like, I don't have jokes this week, but I'm just gonna just sit around, which is fine, like
Right. I like that. Very, very loose and
yeah.
taking it easy.
Have you had like a performance routine of like places you'll hit every day, or are you hitting up virtual things every week?
Yeah, recently, this used to be not very. I didn't know about these virtual events in a comedy context
Hmm.
so much until the pandemic hit.
Oh yeah,
Did you see many of these virtual shows before the pandemic?
not that often. I mean, there were a few, but yeah, it's definitely inundated now, so to speak.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
I mean, the live shows are still seem to be the main draw for performers in the audience, but
yeah, oh
there's some
yeah,
people that I can see prefer this sort of format too.
yeah. I mean, Um, I think it's easier to do a set of jokes live, but I mean, that's why we call this loose because it's just sort of like, you know, don't make it hard on yourself, you know?
Mhm.
Where are you at?
I'm in Michigan.
Oh, okay. I've been
What part are you in? New York City or New York State?
New York City, like 10-minute walk from Times Square.
Oh, okay. Are
Yeah.
any of the clubs open?
I think things have started to open. Here's Pip, who's coming in from Colorado. But outdoor shows have started up again. I haven't gotten on any of those, but soon. Um, I think Pip has his laundry going in the background. Hey, what's up?
Yeah, my roommate does have their laundry going.
Oh,
So
yeah.
if it's too much, I could hang on. Let me try closing the door, see if that helps.
Sure. It doesn't sound bad while you're speaking. Um, well, Eric, do you have jokes that you'd like to try?
Yeah, possibly.
Sure. All right. Um, when Pip comes back, we'll give you the floor if you want.
Wait.
Yeah.
I'll just Cool.
What's up?
I said I'll just stay muted when I'm not talking as much as I can, so y'all don't hear my dryer trying to contribute.
All right.
How's everybody tonight?
Good. Here's Chris and Andy coming in now as well. All right. Now that everyone's here, we'll check in and then we'll see who wants to do what.
Yeah, exactly. Let's talk about this format. I like this hangout and
Yeah. Oh yeah.
for the stoners.
I have something a little.
I'm sorry. What do you mean to indicate when you do?
Yeah.
Well, I like to do the virtual weed because I can't afford the real weed.
Oh sure.
And this is a little bit more stronger than the real weed.
Where do you live, Eric?
I live, everywhere.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I picked up a quarter ounce of tobacco yesterday, and that costed me about $45. Hey, what's up?
What's up, Chris? That's a pretty great gaming chair you have behind you.
Chris,
you doing all right there, Chris?
Chris,
looking good, bud.
Is he gone?
Hey, what's up, Andy?
Chris seems to have realized the futility of it all, and he just bailed.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Chris looked excited, man. He's in another time portal.
Did that look like excitement to you? To me, that looked like he realized that his mother was actually his father or something like that.
He seemed excited a little.
Okay.
No,
Chris will clarify whenever he comes back on camera.
I'm back, bitches. Run.
Bud.
They're behind you. Run. They're coming. Run. This is serious. Run. Get away while you can. You're not safe here. Nobody's safe here.
Can you tell us what is coming? Can you
He's
tell
smiling,
us
see?
I
what
warned
we're
you.
unsafe from? Can you be more specific, Chris?
Blink, man.
I think the joy of it is knowing something is coming, but not knowing what the something is.
He looks like he's in a time portal, man.
Yeah.
He looks like he's done the acid that killed 2 of the Beatles.
Yeah. Andy, you can turn on your camera if you want. We haven't started the show yet. This is the pre-show show.
Yeah, I like that.
This is the hangout portion of.
Are you saying we're not even live yet?
No, we are.
we?
I guess we're just not doing a show, really.
We can.
Yeah.
What do you think you're doing here? Leave now. I told you before. This is serious. Stop playing.
Okay.
Whoa.
Whatever he's auditioning for, I'm hiring him.
Yeah.
I want him to play the really scared, tweaked out guy. And
Are you seriously still here? What do you think you're doing? This is serious. I'm done playing games.
Right on, man.
Leave now, or things get ugly.
Oh.
I think things have already gotten ugly.
I think we're watching a video. I don't know.
Hey, these are great clips. Slice this into the movies, man.
Oh
Right.
shit! If these are just clips, this is fantastic. This is a work of art.
Clips,
I've been talking to him for 5 minutes. It's like one of those voicemails that just keeps going, and you think you're talking to the person, but you are not.
This is perfect for our stoner, group because we just make up movies as we go along.
Oh, speaking of which, I don't have any material
Hey,
today.
everybody. I want all you niggas to shut the fuck up and sub to Matt Radiant. And if you bitch ass motherfuckers don't, I'm gonna come to your house, nigga, with a pair of garden shears, chop your fucking dick off. You know what I mean? Put that motherfucker, lay it down all smooth like up on a goddamn pair of hot dog buns, and make sure, man, you motherfuckers eat that shit. And then I'm gonna flip on the goddamn phone and film that shit for a YouTube video, my nigga. So stop being a group of fucking faggots and subscribe to my nigga Matt Radiant, or else, bitch, I will come to your house and I'll light your motherfucking asses on fire.
Wow, that was a cameo video.
How are we supposed to follow that, Sean?
Man,
I don't know, but
I've just got put into my place. I've been put into a place that I didn't even know I could be in.
so far this has been the best show so far.
Yeah, definitely.
horror
This
and
is,
comedy mixed up a little
Yeah.
bit.
Well, I only have one new joke that I've written. It's more of like an observation. It's not like a joke, but it's that I think I realized that.
What's up, guys? Let's clap
Hey.
ass.
Hey.
Can I smell some feet?
Oh, that's awesome.
Please, I need some feet to smell. I'm fiending.
Clip that in.
Wait a
Fiending
minute.
for some toe jam.
You guys are the
Please.
same.
Please.
They were the same the whole
God,
time.
I'm so chubbed right now.
Are we in the
Please, I need
harmony?
it. I need it. I need it. I need it. I need
This
it.
is
I
like-
need it. I
We're
need
making
it.
a movie
I need
right
it.
now,
I
dude.
need it.
Yeah,
The
is
plot's
this gonna
weird.
be
I'm not even
like-
here.
The Ring? Are they gonna come out of the screen and axe me to death? Because I'm not ready for that.
You got to be ready, man. Stay tuned. Stay focused.
If one of you guys turns into that guy, that now I would really flip out.
You would actually be frightened if that were to happen.
Yeah.
As far as I know, I'm not in on this. However,
this nigga Ruffy.
man, this is just the worst kind of heckling.
a little too loud. It was a little too loud.
Dude, that guy,
Um,
I think he's auditioning for.
How many layers of irony is his comedy buried under?
well, I'm going to try to work in this observation before he comes back. Or they come
Okay,
back.
you
But
got
it's that-
this.
It's that I think if you went to a party with a safety helmet on, you would, like, conventional wisdom would you would think that person would be treated weird. But I think if you show up to a party with wearing a helmet, everyone would love you. Because everyone would be like, we all have to be careful around Sean. He's wearing a helmet. Like, just let's all be,
I think they would just assume you were special.
which is fine. Like, that's also,
It's not a bad position to be in socially. Is for everybody
right.
to assume that you got special needs.
So
I'm
tell
not
us. So what made you think of this joke? Tell us more.
I
Tell us
think,
more about this idea.
I think I just,
He gobbling that motherfucker! He gobbling! What the? Put it in there! What are you doing? No, he's a spinner! He's a spinner! Put it in there! Oh my god.
wow.
I feel like I've been through an ordeal tonight.
Dude,
like
He's part of the. That's part of the cutscene, dude. It's part of.
Spider-Man.
It's a. You know. Kill it.
How are you not in fucking school? You kiss your mother with that mouth? It's called you kiss your mother with that fucking mouth?
Oh, that's the impression of that gamer.
I like how
The
it's,
fucking youth of society.
You shut up! I'm talking to you. You shut your mouth.
I like how we're watching TV almost by accident. It's like somebody in the house has the remote control. We don't know who.
Well, what is a stoner supposed to do, man?
Yeah, this is a bunch. Hey,
It's like a cool. Oh, dude.
Let me get down and suck your peen.
Oh my gosh! You busted it. That was good.
I want to
You
tell.
guys.
I want to let everyone know watching that this is a rated PG-13 show, and you might hear words like "peen" on this show.
Yeah.
Evidently. Yeah.
I like that you gave the content warning after
serious?
the content happened.
Go fuck yourself.
But there's
Go
gonna be.
fuck yourself.
It's gonna be more. I guess.
Hey, hey, I heard about those. I heard people like dope coming in to Zoom channels and like totally freaking out on them.
I'm not giving you $400, so you can go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself $400. I'm not getting fucking scammed and fucking robbed by fucking you. I just got robbed by 2K. Go fuck yourself. Go fucking go on other streams, tell people, oh bro, let's play. Go fuck yourself, bro. Fuck you. Don't ever fucking hit me up again. Ever.
See, this is the level
Go
of
fuck
anger that
yourself.
I aspire to.
Mm.
16.
Because
I don't know. I think that person's gonna burst a blood vessel by the
I
time
mean,
they're like
that's
40.
that's the goal of anger. If you burst, okay, this is a little bit too far.
This is like chill and extreme.
Oh, see, look, he's playing Leapfrog. Oh, nice. I used to love that game. You know, when you're a kid, you jump over the other kid, you leapfrog over them.
Is that a hole in the wall from where he banged his head accidentally before by dancing around?
It's that Big Ken ain't the big homie. Y'all already know where I'm from, B. This ugly nigga, B. Word of my mother, I won't smack this nigga right here. Say I won't smack this nigga. Ooh, nigga. What's up, boy? What's good? Who's phone is this? What's good? I don't want to say call security. Call security. Whose phone is this? I don't know what these cookies are.
Good content.
And you don't think this is worth like? I want to be this level of petty. Holy shit! Oh my goodness!
Whoa!
No!
Oh no! It's
No!
fake. Hey, I saw a person punch a dog today.
Oh, that's not good.
Sean,
No.
you didn't tell me this would happen when I signed up tonight.
Well, nobody knew. That's the beauty of it.
You don't vet these people.
I mean, you can't vet them until they come in.
Fair enough. You could be like, "Hey, what are you gonna do?" And if the guy's like, "Well, I'm gonna throw some torture porn your way," or whatever the fuck that was, maybe you say no.
Nah, it's more fun to just let it happen.
Well, that is like, what do we call it? Shock, bizarro humor.
I do admire the amount of time it must have taken to compile these clips.
I think
that's really impressive.
I think they're probably just randomly finding them now. I don't know. You think these are all curated and played in order?
I don't know. I'm super old when it comes to these things. I don't know how people internet anymore. Could he do that? Could he find a bunch of clips
Shut
live?
up, bro. You're a nobody, bro. You ran out of toilet tissue this fucking morning, bro. You sound like you chew tar all fucking day, bro. You chew tobacco all fucking day, bro. Go clean your fucking teeth. You have plaque, bro. You have plaque at the age of fucking 17, bro. Fuck you. You fucking nerdy bitch.
Damn.
Highlight moment of your fucking life. Get a fucking life, yo. You got crumbs of cheeses left in your fucking cabinet, bro.
That guy just lost a video game. That guy is hurt.
Life's tough, man.
Yeah.
You lose games.
I think Chris Legstrong invented meme TV. This is just meme.
Throw us some positive.
Every single day on a regular basis, your mama should have swallowed you. You don't belong in this matrix. You need
that's negative.
I don't feel sorry for
So
you
negative.
out here wasting your energy and completely fucking up the way this world's supposed to be.
Saying your mother should have swallowed you, that's two insults in one. Saying you should have never been born, and then it's saying that your mother engages in that activity. Oh, Pip, you're off. Or unplugged.
Oh, am I on now?
Yeah.
Am I live? Oh, that's weird. Okay. Yeah, well, this has been real.
Yeah.
Only been 10 minutes, right?
But in terms of jokes, I don't really have anything new either.
Okay.
But I do have a premise for a joke, which I think is funny.
Yeah, let's hear it.
It's a Colorado stoner who's such a stoner that he doesn't know it's been legalized. So he's like this Colorado pothead for like, and he's just talking about all his favorite strains. And then like after 5 minutes, someone is like, "Wow, you must be really happy now that it's legal."
Yeah.
And he's like, "What?" I'm sorry. Did you say legal?
Yeah.
No way, man.
He can say stuff like, "I gotta smoke down the rest of this joint before the."
Make that! Fuck yeah, bitch! You suck! You want my nuts! 3 times! Bitch! Number 1 point guard in 2K!
Wow.
So that's not a stand-up bit though. That's like a sketch. That's like a 2-minute YouTube video.
Really?
But
How are you going to stretch it out to 2 minutes?
I don't know. Maybe the description of the different strains that he likes contains.
Yeah. Well, go show us another 15 seconds.
No.
Oh my gosh, bro. Bro, that just completely just made me fucking blush, bro. That just made my fucking day, bro. Holy shit. Oh my gosh, bro.
Chris,
that was the best thing I've ever witnessed.
Chris has got video clips for his persona.
I wish we would have seen what that guy had just seen. He saw something amazing. I did think of another joke today.
Yeah.
That I forgot about. This is an opener. This is a new. I'll tell it after this.
Ow!
Surely that was all.
What the fuck, man?
I don't know. I don't remember my
Okay, I'll bend over.
Hang on.
Some weird.
What's also funny is that I think less people are watching the live stream than normal. And this is the show that they should have tuned in on.
How many people do you normally watch your shows here?
This one, it's sometimes like 5 or 6 at a time, but then some people watch it after the fact.
Have you ever considered the gym? Hey, Jokey, have you ever considered having sex with a girl, ever? Have you considered that? Maybe? Yes? No? I'm assuming no. Actually, I'm assuming yes, you have considered it, but you can't. So yeah, have you considered that?
Yo, I hate that kid. Whoever that one is. That one's my least favorite. That little pug fucking dude bro, right? Who clearly peaked in high school. That's not a good look, man.
I'm not giving you $400, so you can go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself, $400. I'm not getting fucking scammed and fucking robbed.
I know he's not yelling at me. But I
just
kinda
got robbed by
wanna
2K.
yell back.
Go fuck yourself. Go fucking go on other streams.
Go
tell
fuck
people, oh, bro,
yourself.
let's play. Go fuck yourself, bro. Fuck you. Don't ever fucking hit me up again. Ever.
Can I have
You look
500?
like a fat leprechaun.
Can I have
I
$500?
hate that guy. What the fuck?
You're talking to a recording, man. It's like a robot.
I know, Eric, I know that's the bit. Right? I understand that it's not a real
you were in
person.
a world.
I'm never fucking quitting.
Yo, what the fuck was that?
I thought you were trying hard.
New joke.
Oh, dude, I understand that it's a recording. I get
didn't
it. In
know.
fact, he played that one like 3 times.
Oh no.
Garbage week kills you, you're fucking dog shit. I'm not even seeing more kills than you fucking trash pussy. You're fucking so garbage. You're fucking garbage. Who kills you? You fucking gulag with your aim bot, you fucking pussy. Shut the fuck up. I fuck killed you. You're locked in. You're fucking
Yeah.
All right,
Is
Chris.
that the guy from fucking Bill and Ted?
No, I don't know.
It looked like the one that wasn't Keanu Reeves from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Well, we'll never know because he'll never tell us. But
Okay.
Chris, let's see if we can tone these down just a little bit.
Yeah, Chris, you kind of went from being a cool novelty to being the whole show. And
Get this shit off me! Get this beta shit off me!
is this what people do for likes? Because this seems really easy to me.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like, if you're a slightly unconventional looking person and you yell a lot, I feel like you could be a YouTuber.
Yeah, but you gotta do it for long periods of time.
All right. All right. New joke. You guys ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. For my first impression, I'd like everyone here to know that I've rushed into a burning building to save 4 kids.
I'm not influencing. I don't even have a through my nose, nigga. It's not funny. Not hilarious, nigga. It's give it up. Is this your day job? Get a new one, my nigga. You're straight garbage. Booty cheek fun. Fun. Sandwich your ass. Ass cheeks wipe it. Need a tissue? Go to the bathroom. Oh wait, wow. Coronavirus. You're not funny. Once again, I just funny. I didn't even chuckle. Not even the slightest. Not even a hint of it. Not even a taste. You can't see it. Do you feel smart, my nigga? No, you don't. How hilarious, right? No, it's not. That's called sarcasm. This is a slight joke. That one that you cannot even make.
Okay. Anyway, the tag for that one was pretty good first impression.
Was that Andy doing all that shit?
We lost him. We lost both of them, and we lost Chris. But that happens.
Wow, this was you never know what you're gonna get on the Stoner Morning Show. That was different. What are your thoughts on that whole approach to comedy?
What, you mean messing with us?
Yeah, like do you think that that's something that we could try to repeat in maybe a live setting or something like that? Because I'm pretty sure we just got digitally heckled, Sean.
Oh, if you want to look at it that way, that's fine. I think they just added to it without us asking them to.
True, they definitely took it to a different level.
Yeah.
No, I'm not mad. I kind of miss them a little bit, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm not mad.
So,
it went on a little too. It was just too loud. Too loud.
It's too loud. Yeah. I'm a bit of a boomer, so I don't like loud. I don't like loud, abrasive music.
Right.
I still listen to Simon and Garfunkel. I shouldn't say still because I always have, but yeah, they're pretty soft. All right, do we have commenters that we could?
Like I said, the interesting thing is that not very many people are watching tonight. Which is no comments yet. Which is fine, you know. What happened to you? Oh, you're muted again.
Sorry, I just got distracted by a message.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's all. It was a distracting message, but it happens.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Do you have anything tonight?
Oh, I just like to talk and see if something comes.
Oh, sure.
From it. I think that's a good format for this show. We can kind of talk about what's going on in the world.
Mm-hmm.
If we can't come up with anything that's going on in our own lives. Me, I'm just working. I'm training at this new job, and I want to keep a positive attitude, but it's hard when the job is really just sitting and watching these really monotonous, dull training videos every day for hours and hours, and I'm not retaining any of the information. It just seems like disheartening as hell. But it's just work. So you clock in, you clock out, and then you have your real life, and that's sort of what I'm doing. How about you?
I'm working more a little bit these days than I was, working a little bit more. But I don't know, making it work somehow. Trying to do as much art stuff as I can.
Yeah, any specific projects you want to discuss?
Well, I was part of a festival, an online festival this past weekend.
Oh, nice. How'd that go?
It was good. It was the 48-hour virtual music festival out of Cleveland, Ohio.
Damn, that sounds highly, highly specific.
Well, I was the only comedian.
Nice.
Yeah.
So did you do your 10 minutes of gold?
No, I didn't do jokes so much, but I did I figured I would do an interactive show just because being the only comedian for everyone was going to be playing to the audience. So I was just like, let me do something with the audience, you know? So I did easy prank phone calls where I told people to watch and give me their phone number, and I would call them while I was live streaming.
That's pretty fun.
I thought it was, yeah. I mean, I thought it was funny that people knew I was going to be calling and I was pretending that it was a surprise call, you know?
Yeah, I get it. That's pretty funny.
I might do it again. I might do it again.
That's a solid bit.
Yeah.
Much respect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been working on this screenplay with my writing partner, and actually, I don't know. Have you ever collaborated on a feature with anybody? Just one person?
I've written something once with two people, and it was frustrating because it never got finished, and I kind of knew going into it that it would never get finished.
It happens. Sometimes you can sense it. On the bright side, I could sense that we will finish this movie.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not sure how happy I'm going to be with the final product because we just seem to have so many disagreements that seem like they're fundamental.
Right.
But hopefully we'll figure it out.
That's why it's good to have a studio. You know what I mean? Like, it's.
You mean like a production studio?
Yeah, like there's always been those stories of like a movie studio that'll give input into a film, and that it's a stupid idea. But there are other times that they give good advice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I suppose. I guess the problem we're having right now is with the approach to the storytelling. So, like, I'll give you an example. Obviously, you need to write more than one draft, especially if you're writing it without really having a firm outline, because, you know, eventually characters are going to develop in ways that you didn't predict.
Yeah.
And then when you write the second draft, you have to go back and insert character traits so you know the character will manifest, and you need to make them more concrete earlier in the story.
Mm-hmm.
So with my buddy, who I'm going to call Joe, like every time we hit a point in the story where like we kind of, oh, this character is going to do that. And he'll be like, well, did we really set him up? Like he's the type of guy to do that. And I'll be like, okay, make a note of it. And when we write draft 2, we will set it up. But he's like, no, we have to go back and do it now. And I'm like, if we go back and do it now, we're never going to finish the movie.
I agree.
And we've been doing, and I'm like, I'm like, and he's like, we'll have an argument where he's like, Pip, I think you don't understand. There's no indication earlier that this character would do this. And I'm like, I do understand, but I want to keep fucking going. Because we've been stuck at this one scene for a week now, and we write every day right after work, where I'm sitting for like 8 hours and kind of like fussy, you know.
Yeah.
And I can't get us to move forward because he keeps wanting to move backward. And the worst part about it is there's no amount of moving backward that we could do that would like mean that we didn't have to write a second draft. That second draft has to happen anyway.
Yeah.
So why does he want to do it like this? It's unbelievably frustrating, especially when we're on like a roll and I'm like, I know exactly where the story's going and I'm really excited about it.
Right.
And he's like, but hang on. What about this other scene where something similar happened? And I'm like, I don't care. We'll write it out. We'll do it differently. Just make a note of it. But you know, to each their own. So I like to write with a lot of momentum. I like to write when I get an idea and it feels like a good idea, I need to run with it. And I start like pacing around the room. I'm a very physically active writer and I get all this energy. And when he gives me that, hang on, what about this other thing? I don't know if I could really see we have this real argument about expository dialogue. Like, I'm like, okay, look, I get that in real life, people don't always explain things like that, but in movies they do. And the reason they do is because sometimes you just got to get from A to B, you know? And sometimes it's the easiest way to do that. And sometimes it kind of makes sense that the character would explain it. Maybe another character doesn't know about that thing. It doesn't matter. Let's just have it explained. But he's like, no, we have to stick to the fucking realism. And I'm like, Yoda, it's a movie.
Sounds like he's caught up in making it perfect, and he's too afraid for it to be just okay at first.
And I get that, but like with me, it's like I don't want to lose that idea. I don't want to lose that spark, because you know as well as I do, and every writer and everyone watching this who's aspiring to be a writer understands that you will not write inspired with a fiery passion for it every time.
Right.
And if you wait for that, if you try to wait for that, you will never write anything. And even if you do, you will never finish anything, because you will lose that crazy fire inspiration for it about halfway through writing it, usually, when you don't think the idea is as good anymore, or when you realize the reality of actually trying to make it real has kind of disappointed you in some way and made you really... So you're never going to hold on to that motivation. You just got to be consistent. And that's what's really good about working with my buddy Joe, because he'll write every day, hell or high water, for an hour, and he'll write when he doesn't feel good, and he'll write when... That's why we kind of need each other, which is why I think this movie's going to be good. But damn, that some days I fucking want to punch him.
If this guy keeps on being a problem, you might just have to write without him secretly, just to get it done.
I don't do that. I mean, I should. It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, you did improv. You must understand what it's like to have a frustrating collaborator.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Any stories? Well, there's this one kid who would show up on my Stoner Morning Show every week.
For improv, I don't know if I have specific stories, but I have a very general what makes improv go bad insight, and it's that if somebody is trying to control too much of the scene, first of all, sometimes it will go fine, you know what I mean? But if that's their if that's their motivation every time they're on stage, that they have to be in control of what's happening in the scene,
because they're the star after all.
Yeah, it crushes the opportunity for interesting, exciting, magical things to happen.
Yeah.
Oh, and here's another. My best advice for being on stage when you're improvising is to be yourself. That's it. Don't try to be funny, just be yourself. Because so many times somebody will make a move and the response from somebody else will be like, I have to do something very different from what they're doing. And it might come at the expense of them just being themselves. And it, like, you know what I mean? Like, some people are it's like, you can tell in the conversation that it's like two people trying to be different.
Two people trying to be different, trying to be funny.
Yeah. Trying too hard.
Yeah, no, I hear that. It's tough with improv, because I imagine that there are people who actually are better than the rest of the group, or who are funnier, or who just get it in a way others don't.
Yeah.
And maybe for the sake of the comedy, those people try to take control. But I guess it's a thin line.
Yeah. The best shows I've seen are usually when all the performers, you can tell they're just very relaxed and just, they're just sort of like rolling with it. Those are usually the funniest shows. When it's everybody on stage not trying too hard.
Yeah. I'm sure this isn't something that y'all hear all the time, but the thing that got me interested in improv as like a art, whose line is it anyway?
Oh, sure.
Yeah. That did it for me. It also made me realize I could never do it. Because I don't want to do anything unless I can be really good at it. And I feel like some of these improv people, like, okay, maybe you're really good at, off the cuff wittiness, but you can't do the voices and you can't sing or dance.
Oh yeah.
So, you know,
I can't do voices. I can't sing. I can just be funny in the moment. But
I could do some voices.
The whose line is it anyway has the benefit of, I wouldn't even say, there's some people who I'm sure would say like, oh, that's not really improvised. Some of it they rehearse and then kind of just do it again, which I don't believe, but I think that they definitely edit out things that aren't funny. You know
Sure,
what I mean?
it's made to look way better than it
Yeah.
is live. I know, but that's just the thing that spurred it for me.
Sure.
That made
Oh,
me
yeah.
like, wow, holy shit, these guys are awesome.
No, I remember liking that show as a kid a lot. I thought it was funny.
Definitely blew my mind. It was also on every night for like 3 hours when I was in high school.
Oh yeah.
Reruns. I don't know what the deal was with that, but Comedy Central did not have anything else to show for a while.
No. I think you saw this post. It was somewhat controversial, a little bit, but I found a streaming way to watch Reno 911, and I saw a few episodes recently.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, this show's better than The Office.
A lot of shows are better than The Office.
I agree. But I specifically picked that. I did a Facebook post where I was just like, Reno 911 greater than The Office, and then let people discuss. But there are a few people who are like, you can't really compare those shows. And I'm like, you absolutely can definitely compare.
You can always do anything, first of all. If I want to say Reno 911 is worse than this coffee mug,
yeah,
that makes sense to me. But I see their point. The only problem I have with arguments like that is like, well, it's always apples and oranges because no two shows are exactly the same.
Sure.
But you're talking about two mid-2000s sitcoms with a comedy documentary style.
Right.
I think those are as close to two apples as anything gets.
Right. And they're both workplace comedies.
Workplace comedies. I would agree, by the way. I haven't seen that much of Reno 911. Now, I did see a lot of The Office. I've probably seen more of The Office of anybody who's not a huge fan. Right. I mean, it's just that cast was really on point right around season 2 and 3. It's hard to be like Steve Carell when he's kind of new. At the time, that shit had a huge impact.
No, it's true. There are a lot of good people on it. Yeah. And I'll even say that even though I do talk about how I can't stand the show, I have watched episodes and like thought it was funny. And that guy, the guy Creed is the best, is the funniest.
The old man. Yeah, dude. The ensemble, the side characters are some of the funniest in that show.
Right.
But the problem with The Office is really simple. It wasn't supposed to be that big of a hit. It was based on a British comedy series that only went one season.
Yeah.
So the truth is that if your premise is work sucks, which is pretty much all that show ever really had to say. Work sucks, but you have these little moments with people that makes it special. If not beautiful, it's at least something to talk about.
Right.
That's the whole, but you can't do that for 9 seasons. So they turned it into a show instead of like, and they made it all about like everybody's falling in love with each other. And it's just like any other sitcom.
Right.
The documentary format stopped making sense at all.
Yeah. That's why Reno 911 is bulletproof.
Right. Because they could have done it forever. Right. Yeah. And Michael Schur, who I believe is one of the producers or co-creators of The Office, later went on to create Parks and Rec and, the list. And he kind of fixed that mistake with those other shows by making shows based on premises that he knew he could keep going for 7 or 8 seasons if he had to. But Reno 911 is really funny.
Yeah.
I assume because The Office is kind of like the millennials' Friends. Like if Friends was the Gen X, Seinfeld, which was also sort of Gen X, but also sort of Boomer. I think The Office was that for millennials. It's that one show that everybody's seen and references all the time.
Yeah.
But I think it's pretty overrated.
I've been to Scranton.
Oh yeah, me too.
It's pretty nice.
What have you been doing in Scranton?
Well, I did go there for shows. Actually, Jason and I did Stoner Morning Show there once.
Nice.
Yeah.
What made you do it in Scranton? Just where you found a gig?
Yeah, well, Lex and I did a show there a while ago for the Scranton Fringe Festival. It was like a theater festival, but I did a stand-up show there. And I don't know, everybody there was like really cool. Like,
it sounds really nice.
Yeah, people were just nice and welcoming, and Pennsylvania has sort of like a Republican reputation, but it was
especially places like Scranton.
Yeah, but I was meeting people that were there for a theater event, so I was meeting very open-minded, fun people. I don't know. It's I have New York friends who talk about like how they wouldn't travel around the U.S., which I do understand that to some extent, but I don't know. I'll go anywhere.
I hear.
Give places a chance is what I say.
I mean, like, it's true that I think certain people are only funny in some parts of the country.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Like, I get it. Some people think that their act wouldn't fly in that places. But yeah, no, I think a comedian's job should be to try to be as broadly funny as they can.
Right.
I mean, that's a controversial opinion. I understand that. A lot of comics have different perspectives about, I want to make a statement, or I need to be true to myself, or I just want to, do what I think is funny. I don't really care what the crowd thinks, but I personally never felt that way. I want to make everybody laugh that I can.
Yeah.
So I think that you should go to these parts of the country, and that's good.
I agree. It's also my goal to be broadly funny, but I feel like sometimes my humor is slightly too weird for some people.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I think I don't know how I fly in the middle of the country. I know how I fly in New York and New Jersey, but there aren't a lot of people like me over there. They don't necessarily react the same way. But then again, Jews have been doing comedy for Gentiles for like ever.
Yeah.
So I'll figure it out.
At least 100 years.
Yeah, at least. Right. I mean, that's what we do. And I'm still funny to them.
Yeah.
It's just the specific kind of neuroses and the yelling kind of makes them a little bit more uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
They want a tighter comedy in that part.
Yeah.
Which is what I've been working on, or at least what I'd like to work on, is just do a really tight set.
That's
fun,
the goal.
It's no fun.
I might start doing open mics here in New York now that they're doing live ones.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta find a show to produce out there.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you still talk to what's his name? That producer guy, kind of scummy.
Oh, that guy whose initials are RH.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Yeah.
Do you still talk to him? He's a
really.
complete waste of time, isn't he?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad to. He seems like a huge asshole that's not worth working with, but he did have some very complimentary things to say about me, so it's hard for me not to like, oh, okay, you think I'm really likable and charismatic. You're gonna make me a star, and you book all these shows. Okay, I'll do your gigs. And he threw me onto that show in Philly.
Yeah.
And I texted him. He's like, oh, I'm not coming. And the opener canceled. Good luck. Go do some comedy. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I was like, I think I was like maybe 40 shows in at that point, including all of my open mics. Like, I wasn't ready for that.
Oh,
and plus, I do anxious comedy. I need to get up there and do my show, and I don't need to think about anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Unless I'm hosting, in which case it's my show, and then I could do that.
Yeah.
Which that's something I want to do. I could do it out here in a heartbeat, but I don't really want to. I want to host another show in New York or produce something. And if you're looking to do that, that's what you should look to do, because there's probably a bunch of venues that need places, that need people.
Yeah. I mean, it's the path of least resistance in some ways, but I'm planning on putting on a few small shows in this very room that I'm sitting in.
Oh yeah, like a Zoom show or like
No,
an
I mean
actual.
like a live thing. If when
You're gonna
things are
just
live again,
invite people to your apartment.
yeah, I could fit probably 20 people in this room.
Nice. I used to do that. I started off doing basement shows in New Brunswick, which I think I talked about a couple of times. But we got like 60, 65 people in our basement. That was great.
Oh, that is good.
Yeah, it's nice. It's cool being a college kid because you have all these friends.
Oh yeah.
Who will come to see your comedy show and tell their friends to come see your comedy show.
I wish I would have started comedy earlier. I didn't do it in college at all.
I mean, Sean, to tell you the truth, I did comedy at a time when I was and still am largely volatile to the point where I don't know how useful it was.
Uh-huh.
I mean, no, for real. Like, I've done a bunch of comedy, but I've done it so sporadically in between semi-nervous breakdowns or whatever the fuck it is that happens to me.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry if I'm being too candid, but like, so I don't know how useful it was to have started early. I think I'm going to get my shit together right around 30. And then it will be like I started comedy again.
Oh, nice.
Or at least maybe the preceding 8 years maybe amounts to about 2 years of solid comedy. And now I'm still basically a rookie.
Yeah.
But I could live with that. I just want it so bad, you know.
That's yeah.
You get
it. It's been frustrating the last 3 months because it feels like the end is in sight, but then
it's not.
Yeah.
I was hoping to get to some shows this summer, and by that I mean concerts, because I like to go to shows.
Yeah.
And I miss them terribly. I want to be in a crowd of deadhead, a crowd of hippies, all wearing tie-dye, all tripping acid, like swaying awkwardly to the music. But when you look at all of them, they look like a giant molecule of color.
Mm-hmm.
And the awkward swaying. And if you look at any individual, he just looks like a aging boomer who can't dance and doesn't really know how to vibe to music comfortably. Right. But when you look at it all together, and when you hear the bands are always great. Just going nuts on stage and the lights, and you're on acid too. It's a beautiful, beautiful feeling. And I like to get it 2 or 3 times a summer. But it's been like a year and a half now.
Yeah.
So
I feel like I'm looking less forward to right when it opens back up, but more looking forward to what it's like after things have been open for a year. Like, because then
I want it to be a funny memory. I want to be reading columns about not forgetting how bad it was in the pandemic now that things are good.
Right.
I want it to be like the mid 50s when everybody kind of had this swagger. Every white person kind of had this like, well, we took what the worst of the 20th century had to offer and beat it. And now we're going to just be awesome for the next 10 years. Oh, until we lose our minds in the, Vietnam and the drugs and all that shit. But I really hope that we have a bit of a bounce back and, God damn, start enjoying life again because it's been too long.
Yeah, it's been weird.
Things happen weird. Anybody, I gotta go, Sean. I have to do a bunch of things. Okay. So I will see you guys later.
We'll end it here.
Anybody who was watching tonight, follow me on Twitter. I don't tweet anymore because I don't have any followers, and it's like this vicious cycle. So at Pip the Comic, that's me. I'm Pip, and I'm the comic.
Yeah. And I'm Sean. All right. Thanks for watching.